Hey guys, my name is Marcy Fazio with Fazio Law. I put a video on here a few days ago talking to you about expungements, and I told you there are two different types of expungement. In the last video, I talked to you about the more basic expungement and kind of walked you through the requirements to be eligible for that type of expungement. Today, I'm going to talk to you about what we at Fazio Law call a super expungement because it's more thorough. It removes more records and just kind of erases more of it. So it's a little bit better and a little bit more complicated and not as simple, but there are 15 different ways that you can qualify for what I'm going to call the super expungement. So that's a lot of different categories to be eligible. So I'm going to break it out into 2 or 3 different videos, but I'll go through the first 5 ways or 5 categories that you could be eligible for in this video, and then I'll do a couple more videos to go through the rest of them. A little bit of disclaimers. First of all, like I said, these are 15 categories to be eligible. That doesn't mean you automatically get it, but if you're eligible, then a judge has the authority, if he or she decides to do so, to grant the expungement. The other little disclaimer is I'm not going to go super in detail because obviously I'm trying to cover a lot of information with there being 15 different categories of expungement. So there's some more details and some more nuance, but this will at least give you a general idea, kind of a broad overview of whether or not you could be eligible for an expungement to have if you have any kind of arrest or black mark on your record that you want to try to get erased. So the first way that you can be eligible for an expungement is if you were acquitted. So acquitted means you went to a jury trial and the jury heard the evidence and came back with a not guilty verdict. So you had a jury trial, the jury found you not guilty. That's being acquitted. So if you've been acquitted, that is one category where you could be eligible for a super expungement. The second way you can be eligible for a super expungement is if you were actually convicted at trial or in some other way, and then you had an appeal. So you're convicted and then you appeal it, and the appellate court reversed your conviction and gave instructions to dismiss the case. So that is a category where you could be eligible for a super expungement. The third way is if you are charged or convicted or involved in a criminal accusation, but then your innocence is proven and established through DNA. So DNA proves that you're innocent. You're eligible for a super expungement. The fourth way is if you get a full pardon from the governor, then you could be eligible for this type of expungement. And the fifth way is if you have been arrested for a crime, but charges do not get filed. And then the DA either declines the charges or the statute of limitations has passed, so you know there's no way the charges are going to be filed. So you're arrested, but charges are not filed. So the first 4 ways that we talked about don't come up really often. I have seen the fifth way come up a few times where someone's arrested but charges don't get filed, and so they don't want that arrest on their record, obviously for employment purposes or background check purposes, or just they want to have that erased off. So those are the first 5 ways that you can be eligible for a super expungement. In the next couple of videos, I'll go through the 10 remaining ways that you could be eligible. So check it out.